Welcome back to Collecting Rush, and of course, I'm Rush. If you can't tell by my goofy attire, today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So as someone having a little bit of Irish ancestry, I figured I'd bring a little bit of luck of the Irish to you and bring you part 5 of my collection room tour. But luckily for me, this is also the smallest part of my display. But without further ado, let's just rush into it. This video, we will be taking a look at the parts of the display that you could say are out of this world, the cosmic characters of the Marvel Universe. The 4 shelves that make up these 2 displays consist of heroic teams such as the Fantastic Four, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Starjammers, the Inhumans, and the Infinity Watch. Also included are such villainous teams of the Black Order, the Kree, and the Heralds of Galactus. Shelf number 1, taking a look at the Fantastic Four. Even if the Fantastic Four are not your favorite team, every collector should at least give enough respect to the team and give them their own display. Marvel's first family have definitely gone through their various eras of popularity with collectors. For me, as I've stated before, I began collecting comics in the 90s, so that's why the blue and white costumes are my display preference. Between the 90s comics and animated series, these costumes will always be what I think of when I picture the team. Even though Hasbro has done a great job updating previously released figures with updated body molds, I still use the Mr. Fantastic from the 2007 Ronin Build-A-Figure wave in my display because that mold, in my opinion, still showcases his stretching powers better than any other figure released. This is, for sure, one character Hasbro could do a deluxe figure of with multiple swappable body parts and collectors would enjoy getting. That depends, of course, on what costume they decide to go with. But with the new MCU movie in development, chances are good for something new to be made. Hopefully. The mole man creature you see in the display comes from a 2006 Marvel Masterworks statue inspired by Fantastic Four number 1. I got the figure in an online sale lot along with the 2007 Legends Mole Man figure, also from the Ronin wave. Looking at the heroic part of the cosmic display shelves with such teams as Guardians of the Galaxy, Starjammers, Inhumans, and many more. In every video I've made so far, the constant that I always bring up is how displays always have to be reworked and expanded with the continued release of new characters. None of my displays show off that fact more than my cosmic collection. My original display consisted of a single shelf that only contained 36 figures squeezed together. That is also when my collection only consisted of 5 bookcases total. In comparison, currently my Marvel Legends display are spread out across 8 bookcases, with another 6 bookcases showing off my non-Marvel collections. To pull off the space feel for the display, I ended up using a tapestry I ordered from Amazon that's available in assorted sizes. I ordered enough of these tapestries to cover most of the walls in my collection room. This design is beneficial because not only does it give a distinct look to the room without the need for a permanent paint application, but also because it can double as a nighttime sky look to go along with multiple other displays. A link to this product will be in the video description below. I spoke about one of my rules for my Marvel collection being that it would only contain comic-based figures, unless the MCU version can stand in when the comic version has not been released, such as the case with the MCU Mantis figure, with the figure from the 3rd movie having a close enough resemblance to the one incarnation from the comics. And finally, taking a look at the villainous side of the cosmic display. When creating my cosmic theme display, I want to give it an otherworldly feel. So to go along with the tapestry for the walls, I added a few rock formations along the shelves. These rocks are actually aquarium inserts that I picked up from Walmart. There were multiple designs available, I only had to cut off the floor from them, and one space rock is created. My Dark Phoenix figure was originally on my X-Men villain shelf. But unfortunately, the sheer size of the flame display took up so much real estate I had to make the choice to move it up to my cosmic display to give it the space it deserves. No pun intended. But speaking of sheer size, it cannot go without saying that the main reason the cosmic display had to be moved to the top of the bookcases was to accommodate the largest Marvel Legends to date, the HasLab Galactus. I was just setting up the collection in my new house when Galactus was announced, and lucky for me, the ceiling raised up in that section just enough to allow the Devourer of Worlds to stand tall. And just like the MCU Mantis, we have only received the Children of Thanos, otherwise known as the Black Order, in their MCU forms. But at least they didn't veer too far from the comic looks that they don't stand out too much in the display. I was able to pick up a custom comic head of Proxima Midnight from eBay, so until my customization skills get better or Hasbro gives us a comic team, these will have to do. So that brings us to the end of part 5 of my collection room tour, which is also the penultimate edition of my Marvel collection. So until that last video comes out, be sure to go back to my channel and check out the other 4 videos I have posted. If you happen to see something in videos that you have a question about that I did not explain, please make sure to leave me a comment. I'll make sure to give you an answer as soon as I see it. But also, until that last video comes out, make sure you go over to my Instagram page, collecting_rush. You'll see pictures of all my displays over there. But until then, I'm Rush.